manually. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we're your hosts, Danny, and where are you, Juice? Juice?
Good evening.
Oh boy.
Welcome.
Oh
Merry
boy.
Christmas. I'm being held against my will once again. As you see, they have a ransom out for me. Please, everyone's leaving. No, where are all the viewers going? Please help.
Oh,
I am here. Hello, welcome.
ladies and gentlemen, Juice is once again on location. So this time he looks like he's in Santa's workshop with all the presents behind him and that big shiny light to make sure that he doesn't steal anything.
It's
And
for
we
all
are
the
doing our Monday, not usual, last point standing tonight. Why are we doing that tonight, Juice?
See, Danny. This past weekend we were attending AEW. We went to Dynamite and Collision, and we are here now to talk about the Dynamite and Collision ahead of the game because Christmas is coming up. We're going to be taking off for the week for the holiday. And yeah, we're just going to hang out, chill, talk about AEW Dynamite and Collision from this past weekend. So again, these will be spoilers. So if you are here, there will be spoilers.
We'll
So
be
if you don't want to know
spoiled.
things, we'd love for you to stay, keep the video open, maybe for the view. But yeah, we'll be making predictions for World's End at the end of the show as well. So let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Before we do that, we're going to pay the bills as usual. For the second week in a row, unfortunately, you cannot hear except the wind before the show. There's some audio difficulties, and we will fix that. But Except the Wind is the official band of the podcast. You usually hear them before, during, and after the show. Please give them a little listen to on YouTube. Check out their videos. It's all good stuff. Number 2, if you can, please throw us a sub. For some reason, my Stream Deck is not working, so I can't tell you how to do it for free with your Amazon Prime. But if you have Amazon
Free.
Prime, it's real easy. Just go check it out on your laptop. Once you go subscribe, you can hit a little box that says use free Prime gift, and it costs you nothing, helps us out. So please, please, please throw us a sub. It really helps us out. And I believe Juice had a special offer last week, if I remember correctly.
Oh, well, yeah, that was if we hit 10 subs by the end of the week, by the end of the month, year, whatever you want to call it. By the end of the year, I would double it with 10 gifted, but we're only at 5, so we need 5 more. So 5 more subs in the next, what, 9 days?
We got
We'll
time.
see. Did I do that math right? I think I did that math right. We'll say 9 days.
We got time.
So let's
Throw us some
go.
subs, help us out, then make Juice pay more. It's great. All right.
Look at all these gifts. All these gifts could be yours. These are the gifted subs in this room.
Don't do that. Your mom will be very upset. Just give away all the gifts they got.
Or she opens up her gift on Christmas morning. It's a gifted sub. She's like, "What's Twitch?"
Instead of like, I bought a star in your name, I bought a sub in your name.
It's like my
I
eyes
made
are
a
fine.
donation
What?
to the sharpshooters.
Oh God, they're a good
All
cause.
right.
All right,
All right.
let's
So
do it.
tonight's our last point standing. Usually we do anything goes, but because of the holidays, we're not doing our Thursday. So let's set us up right here. Give me 1 second. Oh,
Well, before you do that, while you're getting that set up, we do have trivia.
oh shit, that's
Um,
right. Still a little.
so Danny, language. How dare you?
I'm
It's
sorry. I got
Christmas.
excited.
Um,
Oh
okay.
fudge.
So here's some trivia for you, and everybody at home can play along as well. If you think you know the answer, throw it in chat. See if you can beat Danny. So, out of 366 calendar days in the year, there are only 3 dates where WWE has never aired a live Monday Night Raw.
What? That's a
You got that.
crazy fact that you just pulled out of nowhere.
Do you have that? Do you have the question?
I understand. So out of 366 days, that means including the leap year,
Out of all those days in a calendar,
there's
there are only
3 days that Monday
where
Night
Raw
Raw has not
has
aired.
never aired live on TV.
Okay, live. Okay.
So, what are those 3 dates? Again, if you're in chat and you think or you want to guess, throw it in chat. Again, the question, if you just joined us, is What three dates on a 366 calendar date year has WWE never ran a live Monday Night Raw?
I'm gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, I want to say February 29th. Don't know why, but I'm
Okay.
gonna say that's one of them.
For some reason.
I just, eh. um,
Okay.
I feel like Christmas and New Year's there had to have been, but like, I don't think they'd be some random dates. So I'm gonna go with Christmas, New Year's, and February 29th. Did I get any of them right?
Danny, you got none of those three correct. Oh for three,
Damn.
my friend.
Damn.
So the dates where WWE has never ran a live Monday Night Raw are December 23rd, tomorrow, um, December 24th, Christmas Eve, and December 31st, New Year's Eve. So they have never run a live Raw on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and the day before Christmas Eve.
I was this
There you
close.
go.
I was this close.
That close. Harley, thank you so much for the subscription. We really appreciate
Hey,
you. It's a Christmas miracle, folks. Making us happy. Thank you so much. I really
we're at
appreciate that. Thank you.
6. Let's go. Thank you,
You're at
Harley.
6. 4 away from me having the match. I don't
Ooh.
know. See.
Only 9 days. Only 9 days. Help us out.
All right. All right, so let's move on. Let's get this WWE note out of the way, and then we can dive into the good stuff. What do you got about Cody Rhodes?
Hold on 1 second before we do that. Let me make sure the timer's right. I remember.
And the bell. Hello, Harley.
That's what I meant, the bell. What up, Harley? All right, so did you get a chance to watch the video?
I did not.
That's totally fine. You probably didn't want to anyway. So over the weekend, specifically on Friday, they aired a very, very cinematic, like overly cinematic 4 HD looking video where Nick Aldis went to Drew McIntyre's house to pretty much like sign a negotiation for him to come back. They put all these rules in place. McIntyre agreed to it, was about to sign. Cody Rhodes shows up and starts attacking Drew McIntyre at his house. A very poor version of Austin, Pillman, or even Triple H, Randy Orton, because even that was a much better home invasion attack. But so they came, had like a huge brawl. Drew McIntyre accused Nick Aldis of being a setup and bringing Cody Rhodes to his house. Cody Rhodes is wondering why they're even putting up with him and why they're even doing anything, just have him come back so Cody Rhodes can beat his ass pretty much. So that was a tape thing that they aired during SmackDown. And then on SmackDown live, Cody and Aldis had a face-to-face where they addressed the whole thing. And it ended with Cody saying, at the end of the day, he works for the fans and the GM works for him. So, like, pretty much like telling Aldis to be put in his place kind of thing, that he's the one who runs the place because he's the WWE champion. So, just curious on your thoughts about this maybe heel turn by Cody Rhodes coming up.
Yeah, that's a stupid power move, but whatever. I guess it's because 3 stages of hell is at play, and oh, he's got to go to a different place to get ready to beat Drew McIntyre 3-0. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's kind of the feeling about it. It was just very. I enjoyed the, at least the what do you call it? The promo between him and Aldis. Like, that was a little better. If you're gonna do a turn, that's kind of like a good way to do it. That you think, because you're the champion, you're the one who's in charge, and the GM kind of serves to you. Kind of, in my opinion, a little bit like Triple H in '03 kind of thing, where he's the one who ran Raw kind of thing, and like Bischoff did everything that Triple H wanted. So curious.
Do you notice the theme in every? Do you notice the theme in everything you're saying? Like
Oh, Triple H.
Triple H can only book things that he's once done. Like, let's do that again.
Because that's all he knows how to do.
Yeah, like even Walter walking through the hallway getting judged by everybody on Raw. That was the same fucking thing they did when Triple H walked through after beating up Ric Flair. It's the same
Oh, that's
fucking thing.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Whatever. But all right.
Well,
Well,
that's why he didn't get
that's
Booker of the Year, bro.
well. We'll see. We'll see if he gets Booker of the Year next week when we have our annual 2025 Shooty Awards. So be sure to tune in next Monday night. We will be here for the event of the year, if you will. It's the 2025 Shooty Awards. We will be determining the best and worst in wrestling between ourselves, and should be fun. So you can make up your own little ballots as well. See if your votes match ours.
Yes,
But
sir.
all right, we're done with the WWE stuff now. So now we can get into AEW. So again, this is the last warning for everybody. Um,
Bruh, bruh,
until I
bruh.
forget and just say it again
Warning.
anyway. But we are going to be discussing AEW Collision and Dynamite for this week incoming. They have not aired yet. We were at the shows taped this past weekend, and the rest of this show is going to be us talking about those shows. So if you do not want to know what happened, who won, or anything like that, we appreciate you being here. Don't go away, but you can mute us and watch our beautiful faces. Maybe somebody will bring me a bucket of fish heads and some water, since I'm being held here in this dwelling of gifts that
Oh
are not
man.
mine.
But also keep in mind
Um,
that it is Christmas this week, so you might not have a chance to watch it live. So if you want to figure out what happened because you don't have the time, listen to us because it was a hell of a weekend. Really a lot of
yes.
fun. I had a
So,
great time.
hell yeah, it was awesome, a lot of fun. We missed you at the meet and greet though. You know, the fans were there looking for you, and you went by yourself and just sat away from your fans and didn't come to say hi.
Oh,
And they were
excuse
really
me, sir.
upset.
I was with a different crowd of fans. We were
Crowd.
having a ridiculous time on the first balcony where we were making a bunch of chants that first night that was out of our minds. The second night, I was trying to bring that energy up to the second balcony, but they were just, the second night fans were kind of doo doo. I wasn't a big fan of
You,
second night fans.
did you happen to have did you happen to give those fans our link, our Twitch link, as a shout out to come watch us tonight?
You know what? I tried. They
Oh
the
boy.
the internet connection was pretty shitty. Also,
You bring up the on demand. Look, check it out.
just passing
Okay,
out some
so
QR codes. We should do
before we
that
get
next
into
time.
the
Actually,
actual shows, let's talk about two things that happened on
I could print those
Collision.
at work. We should do that next time.
Let's put two things that happened on Collision that people have seen. The first one was a big one. Alex Windsor defeating Mercedes Moné in the
Windsor.
UK and winning the Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's World Championship from her. Mercedes Moné
Stop.
is
I'm sorry.
now.
I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off. Jay DeFalco, please never say that again. That is a blatant lie and I don't know if it's, I believe it is, whatever, not liable, whatever the other one is. Slander. Thank you. Please never say that kind of thing again. I went for a drink and I made sure that my drink lasted the entire match. I couldn't believe that was our surprise. I was so
Well,
upset.
we're not talking. We're not talking about that.
Sorry.
We're not talking about
He
the book.
started it. He started
All
it.
right. So Alex Windsor wins the belt. Mercedes Moné is now 10 belts Moné. Um, what did you think about Alex Windsor beating Mercedes there at that show?
That was awesome, and I kind of thought it was gonna happen once it was Windsor, but at the same time, it's always a surprise because you're never really sure if like when Mercedes is gonna lose it because she's also defended some belts where she's still retained, since she's lost the first one or two. So I think it was a great moment for Windsor. Also, she finally got like a nice big win. She's kind of been on the roster, but hasn't had like a big feature. So hopefully they kind of are gonna push her a little bit now. So it was great.
Yeah, I thought the match was very good. It's probably the best match on Collision, in my opinion.
Yep.
And my only note is that um, I get Windsor, and you're in the UK, but I just hope that the rest of the way, any of the other belts that she's going to lose for those companies, she's at least losing them in the companies. Because if you want, the whole point of having the belt is to draw eyes and attention and business to those
Yep.
companies to an extent. She should be losing them there.
Yep.
So Rev Pro is fine. It's not the end of the world because that one's the biggest thing in the UK. But all these other companies, that's just my opinion. I think she should be losing them on the show. And I just hope that Tony's not like, oh, let's do all the losses have to be on AEW TV. No, let's not do that.
Yeah, I mean, the wins weren't on AEW TV. The losses don't have to be on AEW TV as well.
Exactly.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
Crumble Mercedes. Oof, Harley the hates.
Yeah, Harley's having a good time. Yeah, that's good. All right, but I do think the descent is going great so far. Mercedes is
Yes,
playing it up really well and having a lot of fun. So far so good. I like what
agreed.
we're seeing. Next up, really quick, just want to talk about Kevin Knight versus Okada. I thought it was a great match, and Kevin Knight beat Okada, which was a huge upset, probably the biggest upset of the tournament,
Yep.
to that point. But actually, not probably the biggest overall. But yeah, that's it. I thought it was great. What do you think?
I was shocked. I really was. I didn't expect Knight to win. It was a great win for him. And my only problem, and it's a little bit of the theme with the tournament, is some of the finishes I wish were a little more like less like catch 'em finishes. You know what I mean? Like roll up pins or like like I caught them in the right angle. But at the same
But
time, I understand it because you have so many strong wrestlers, so it's really hard to like eat a finisher, and especially in this day and age where you kick out of 5, 6 finishers, you kind of have
yeah,
to do
well,
that catch 'em thing. But
and especially with Okada, you have to protect
exactly,
him because
yes, agreed,
before this tournament, only two people had pinned him, and now
agreed,
two more people have pinned him.
agreed.
So
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I get it.
For the night one, I that's not what my critique is for. It's more for the other ones, but it kind of,
Yeah.
the night one was the first one this week that did it. But yeah, no, I thought it was a great match, great win for him. He really,
Word.
him and Bailey. I'll say like I liked them coming into it. I really enjoyed like them with the tag team stuff, but they really got to shine this tournament, and I'm really like excited for what kind of push they have moving forward, whether it's single or tag team.
Yeah, and for those of you keeping score at home, this gave us a five-way tie in that league going into the Dynamite and Collision tapings.
Yeah.
So a lot of stakes at play at that point, which only got crazier as we go on. We'll talk about that more,
So
but
so really quick, going in because we're about to go into the weekend now. Going into the weekend, the Gold League had a 5-way tie at 6 points, and
yes.
then the Blue League, I believe at that point, Roderick was at 0. Um,
He was a zero.
um, we had, I believe, Claudio and Takesha at 7.
Hmm.
OC was
Yeah.
at 6 already, or was he at 3? He was at
Yeah,
6.
OC and Mox were both at
Yep.
6.
And then Dorado was at 3.
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
So the Gold League was a lot more like dead even, where the
I-
Blue League you had a little more room for upset, but you also had some guys who were already knocked out. So really, like I liked how they did very different leagues this time around. It was really interesting. I liked it.
Yeah. All right, so let's move into night one of AEW. This is
This is my
Dynamite. So we're
final
gonna
time. Spoilers starting now. Go ahead.
yes. So Dynamite, kicking off with Konosuke Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy. In my opinion, the best match of night one, hands down.
Yes.
Nothing compared with it. It was amazing. I don't know if they're gonna air everything in the same order that they taped, but assuming they are, if you're gonna do anything else on Christmas Eve, at least watch this match.
This
It
was.
was awesome,
I mean,
phenomenal.
I'm interested to see what you say with compared to night two. I think maybe the best match of the weekend for me. Like I was on the edge of my seat because of the way like it really was going back and forth. I wasn't sure. At one point, I turned to John and I was like, "OC's getting so much offense. Like I'm nervous now." And then it went back and I was like, "Wait, no, holy shit! Like
It's
maybe he's
good.
not." It was such a great match, and everyone around us, like everyone was really biting at everything. It was perfect. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
And here we go. Takeshita beats Orange Cassidy. I know a lot of people wanted either the tie or OC to do it, but Takeshita beats Orange Cassidy.
Correct call.
Um, Great match, awesome. Highly recommend. Definitely check it out.
Yes.
Next up, MJF. He was on the show. He wrestled a jobber, beat
I
him in like,
hated that. That was so stupid. Waste of time.
oh yeah, and then they had Swerve and Paige come out from different ends of the Hammerstein, standing in the balcony on different ends,
So
staring
that's where I was seated. It was pretty dope. Paige had come out to my right in the section next to me, and then Swerve had come out 2 sections over to my left. So I was like, everyone was like kind of standing up watching the whole time. It was pretty dope.
Yeah. And they were staring him down. Everyone's reacting. It was pretty cool. Cool visual with the chains, kind of just
Hmm.
chilling there, staring at him. Joe never came out. He was on the screen, kind of just watching it and letting them
Pussy.
fight. He sent out his dojo goons that got all beat up.
So he
Um,
sounds Dojo. So at that point, really quick, Hangman and Swerve had went down. So they went from the balcony. There were stairs leading to the down. So they went down the stairs to the ring, and they were surrounding the ring. And that's when the Dojo guys came out. The three of
yeah.
them, Hangman, Swerve, and MJF, pretty much just all like bam, 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 knocked out the Dojo guys. Go ahead, Juice, just filling in the little stuff.
Yeah, no. So my only thing that I didn't like about it, this is kind of a continuation of last week, and will kind of lead us into the next point. Um, I get not having MJF get a word in. That was fine after last week, but I wish that when they had him tied down and like holding him and talking shit to him, and he still had the Dynamite Diamond ring at that point, I would have had Swerve or Page take the ring from him and at least justify, hey, he had the ring still. It's gone now. It was taken from him, and that's enough for a wrestling fan. That's your storyline kayfabe. Swerve and Page took the ring from him, and it's been given back to Tony Khan, and that's it. They didn't even do that. I was kind of like, all right, that felt like a missed
I
opportunity.
am very
Um,
curious because I know you said
yeah,
it last week to see if anything on commentary on Wednesday says anything about this diamond ring with the battle royal because it is so annoying.
yeah,
Because I even said it to John
it is.
right next to me. I was like, he's wearing the fucking ring. I don't
Yep.
understand what's going on. Like it's this. It's a dumb story. Like it's an easy storyline to say. Just address it. Like I don't get it. But
Well, I'm willing to give it time because obviously now we know with MJF in the match, and now we know who's going to be fighting the winner
mhm.
in January. Um, Maybe it'll come together.
Yeah,
So I'm willing to give it like another month. Well, I think once the match is like announced and like we kind of see that, I'll be like, all right, they fucked it up. But I'm willing.
agreed.
I'll be
Agreed.
patient. Um, Next up, Bandito versus
Speaking of.
Ricochet for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Um,
Great
it was
match. Another good match.
it was it
Sorry,
was
not
good.
great. Good match.
Maybe I need to rewatch it, obviously, on Christmas Eve. I thought it could have been a little bit better. My expectations were a little bit higher than
Okay.
they probably should have been. I thought it just they
Maybe
weren't
that's why.
moving as fast as I thought they would, those two. So maybe a rewatch will make me feel differently, but I was a little bit let down with the match itself. Um, but Bandito
Balls.
wins. Yeah, bald.
My
Ricochet being
favorite part
bald.
of that match, I'm not gonna lie, was the fans singing Feliz Navidad to Bandito. Fucking hilarious.
That was actually during
It
Dorada
was
and
both of
Strong
them.
earlier. I don't think they were singing it during Bandito, and
Nope, they were.
if they were, it didn't register towards me.
Maybe you know what?
Like,
Maybe it didn't get all the way down there, but I do remember it
yeah,
was twice because the Bandito one. I remember being like, "Oh, we're doing it
yeah,
again. That's awesome. It should have happened." Like,
yeah.
I'm glad it happened
I
again.
say, yeah, I didn't hear it
Not the
during
Bandito one,
Bandito,
sorry,
but
the Dorado
maybe,
one. But that was also the Dorado one
yeah,
was louder because they fucked it up the
yes,
first time, so they did it again, so they got it like perfect. It was really funny.
oh yeah, that's gonna come through on TV. That was
I love it.
amazing. Um,
But yeah, so
yeah,
this one
so good match, but yeah,
agreed.
Bandito wins. He has a Dynamite Diamond ring now.
And then again,
Um,
this is where I was getting annoyed again because then they physically gave him a diamond ring. Like he got the
yeah.
ring to wear. And it's like, all right, so now there's two. What now? MJF just gets to have his
Well,
because he's a 5 time. Like what? Just
yeah,
address it.
well,
Just address it.
that's why I'm gonna be patient, wait and see. Because
You're
if
right.
MJF wins, and then it's MJF and Bandito in a few weeks, they
You're
can
right.
justify it and get around. So we'll see. But
You're
yes,
right.
right now, Bandito has the belt. Brody King came out afterwards to stop the attack from the Demand. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad Bandito won it over Ricochet because Ricochet would have like another heel with the ring. It would have done the MJF thing again, but I'm just curious what, if anything, Bandito's going to even do with it. I would assume nothing, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to
It's a
have it, and that's
little
it, which is
trophy thing
fine.
for him.
Yeah. All right. Next up,
Bleh.
the women's match for the show: Mina
Bleh.
Shirakawa versus Marina Shafir. Honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even watch it. I was like, you know what? I can watch this on Christmas Eve when I'm home. Right now, I'm just gonna sit down, relax for a few minutes, look at my phone, just kind of reset. Because at that point, I was kind of standing the whole time. Um, yeah, I mean, in the post-match stuff, so Marina Shafir wins. After
Yeah,
the match, Tony
so
Storm comes.
hold on, really
Yep.
quick. I watched the match. It wasn't a good match. It was really boring. Shafir is still not good in the ring. So like you could tell it's just sloppy. She's trying too hard to pull stuff because she's like a real fighter. So she,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Definitely the
but
worst
it's
match of
just
the
annoying.
night.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Probably the worst
Uh,
match of the
I
weekend.
was
To be
gonna say
honest with
worst
you.
match of the weekend for me, without a doubt.
I watched it. I can't even say it. I didn't watch it, so I'll take this back. I didn't watch it. Uh, but on paper,
Worst match of
absolutely.
the weekend, I can tell you. Worst match of the weekend, no problem. So then, yes,
But I
post
will watch
match
it on Christmas Eve.
was
I'll report back.
really dumb, also in my opinion, because post match
Yeah,
she's beating
yeah.
up Mina Moore. Tony comes out with this big entrance, so everyone's all hyped that Tony comes out. Tony comes out, goes right to the ring. Was about to hit her, and then gets just knocked out with a kick. Like, not even a good kick. Again, because Marina's
That I did
sloppy.
see. That I did see. It didn't even land.
Marina's shitty, so not even a good kick, and then Tony's just knocked out as if she just like got hit with like brass knuckles. Like it was very strange. I was not a fan of it at all.
Yeah, not good. All right, enough
Nah,
of
the
that. Moving
ROH with
on.
Saddam Singh was the worst. Well, I think we're
Well,
only talking about like AEW matches.
yeah, the AEW matches, the Ring of
Yeah,
Honor ones
because
are.
obviously then the worst one would have been the Costco guy. So there's again no question.
I don't know what you're talking about. Moving on. Next
I
up,
heard something in the
we
background.
have, this is the final match from the Dynamite. This is Jack Perry versus Pac, and it was good. It was a good match. What did you think of it? What were your thoughts?
I mean, I didn't mind it. Just I was I don't know. I'm not like the more I watch Perry, the more I'm not a fan. I just don't like the new character. Like I don't understand it. I'm not crazy that he's biting everyone now everywhere. Like that's a
He's a
little weird
biter.
to me. Um
He's a biter.
I also just find it weird that like you're biting people's dicks. Like that's just I even as a gay man, I think that's a weird move to do, you know? Why are
Oh
you biting
boy!
a dick?
Wow.
So,
Dang. Well.
but Pac is always just great to watch, man. So like I don't know. I liked it,
Mhm.
but I didn't
Yeah.
love it because
Well,
it's
Jack.
Perry.
Yeah. I get it. So Jack Perry wins the match.
I was
And in
surprised by
doing
that.
so,
I was surprised that Perry won.
yeah, and in doing so, we went into the final night of the Continental Classic qualifiers with a six-way tie now. Now the entire Gold League is tied with 6 points
Mm-hmm.
going into the final night, which made it excellent where every match had stakes. Everything was winning in or draw you're out. Everything meant something, which
It
was
was great.
awesome. So very well done to Tony Khan and everybody involved with that booking. I loved it. Um, and just to get it out of the way, I don't know what your thoughts were, but across the board, in terms of the Ring of Honor stuff, the AEW stuff, Night 2 blew Night 1 out of the water. Like, when you look back on it, from the beginning to end, I truthfully do think Night 1 was really a one-match show. It was a very good show.
You mean matches wise? Yeah, yes, I agree. Night two
Oh,
matches were much better throughout the entire night. I 100% agree
I
with
do
you.
think the crowd was probably hotter Night 1.
Yes.
Um,
And that's
but
and
like,
that's what bothered me because I feel like the crowd wasn't appreciating what they were getting because they were getting such. It was what was weird, and you
They
know how I
were. They
know.
were still. They were still a very good
I'm just
crowd.
saying
Just they
no, but you
weren't
know how I
the
know
lively.
that we're right and that night two was boring. When I went to go get a drink at some point, I had actually, even though I was on a different level, the bartender wound up being the same guy I was talking to the night before, and he was asking me, he's like, "Are you enjoying tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, this match is great." He's like, "That's so weird. The crowd was so much hotter last night." I was like, 100%. Like the crowd was just chanting more. The crowd was more into it. But like tonight's
Yeah,
a better show, and he's just like, "That's interesting. Like I would have thought tonight like sucked compared to like last night."
yeah. I think either people didn't go both nights, or the people that did were just kind of tired and burnt out from the Night 1
I
going
guess,
nuts. But
but
either
no, it
honestly,
was great.
even the Ring
I
of
think
Honor
night
side,
two was great.
we'll get to it more later. But the Ring of Honor stuff was miles better too on Night 2.
Nice.
So Collision's going to be excellent. Everybody, the whole
Yes.
show is a home run.
Yeah. Make sure you watch
Maybe
it.
-1, but we'll get to it in a minute. Um, So we ended Night 1 with Jack Perry. We open Night 2 with Jack Perry. So now we have Kyle Fletcher versus Jack Perry. This is a win and in scenario. Whoever wins is going to be in the
Yeah.
finals.
So really quick, because we
Yeah.
only set up the Gold League. The Blue League right now is really interesting, also, because the Blue League you have Claudio and Takesha at 7. So all they have to do is win their matches and they're in. If they don't win, though, you have Mox and Orange Cassidy sitting there at 6. So if one of those guys lose and one of those guys win, then Mox or Orange Cassidy are in, and they're facing each other that night. So they're in a win-and-go-in scenario. You had Strong versus Claudio to hopefully play the upset. And then you had, I'm looking, Pac versus Knight.
I didn't put everything on here. So.
Well, no, sorry, what was the other one? Dorado versus...
that one didn't mean anything.
That one didn't mean anything. That was just like a fun match. Oh, versus Takeshita, yeah, because Takeshita was in. You're right. So that one was just like a fun match to watch.
Yeah. So Fletcher versus Perry. This match was awesome.
Yes.
This was the first match of the night for AEW. Again, another very good match. Just I dug it. Kyle Fletcher beats Jack Perry, which was amazing. He beat the living hell out of him.
So, question for you.
So
do you think the ankle thing was planned the whole time, or did they take advantage of something happening at the beginning? Because it looked like, I wasn't sure if because when it happened, it wasn't on a move, it was on a DDT. So I think it was like a strange landing, and he actually tweaked it a little bit, and then once he realized it was fine, they kind of played off it.
Well, are you talking about in this match or at the beginning of the Classic?
No, I'm talking about in this match specifically.
Oh, no, he's been doing this ankle thing the entire Classic run. So
okay, that's fair. The way when it happened, it just seemed like a weird moment for it to happen.
Yeah, no, it was planned. If you go back and watch the first match he did in the Classic, I forget who he fought, but whoever he fought, he did. I think Okada he fought. He messed up or somebody. Sorry, I forget.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah,
but
so they've been selling
I think this is a much better match than the night before with Pac. I think just him and Fletcher just worked a little bit better together, and he played the injury. He knows how to sell at least more than most wrestlers now do. So he played the ankle injury well. Even though he still ran on it or did some moves, he right away grabbed it. He didn't let it pretend like it wasn't bothering him. So I think it was a very good match.
They took his shoe off.
I know.
He wrestled half the match with one foot.
So this is when the crowd, night 2, started getting weird. Night 1, they were doing some weird, they were making some weird, funny stuff. When Roddy Strong was wrestling, we had started a blow his back out chant. That was really funny, I think. And then night 2, I think some of those were trying to start weird chants and they weren't going. So he took the shoes off and some guy tried to do it a suck his toes chant and everyone was like, shut the fuck up. It got strange. I don't know what the night 2 people were trying to chant, but it wasn't cool. It was weird.
We don't claim that guy. That guy wasn't with.
No, again. We told him to shut up.
Yeah. Also, Jack Perry bit Fletcher's nipple.
Yes.
That's not cool.
Again, I'm telling you, I don't like this biting stuff.
His nipple. I thought I saw blood, but no blood.
Isn't there? The referee should do something about that. That could be dangerous.
Kyle Fletcher wins. Good for him. Awesome. Next up, probably the biggest surprise of the weekend for me. Excuse me. Darby Allin is back.
That was awesome. That was so fucking dope.
Returning for in-ring action. He did not wrestle at this show, but he did appear. And at first, he only appeared in a backstage segment where Gabe Kidd attacked him from behind, kicked him down the stairs, the same stairs from last year's Hammerstein show, beat the hell out of him, and that was it. And I was like, all right, Darby's back, but we don't get to see him. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
and
later on the night, and then they re-showed it again. I was like, I don't need to see this again. That's dumb.
Yeah, and then Gabe Kidd comes out later on the night, starts cutting a promo, lights go out, Darby shows up. Awesome. Darby accepts his challenge. It looks like we're getting Darby versus Gabe Kidd at World's End. I know he didn't wrestle, but honestly, I was legit hyped to see Darby come back and return. So that was cool.
Yeah, I truly didn't expect to see Darby at all. So just even seeing him live and doesn't need to cut a promo, doesn't need to do anything. You want a match? We got a match. That's awesome. I enjoyed it. Nice surprise.
All right, next up, speaking of surprises, we have Roderick Strong versus Claudio. This was probably... This is definitely up there, one of the favorite matches of the weekend for me. I loved it because earlier in the night, Kyle O'Reilly came back in a backstage segment and told Roderick, gave Roderick Strong a whole gassed up segment saying I believe in you, you can do this, it's Christmas, blah, 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 all the hype up stuff. Basically, at this point, Strong was playing spoiler for Claudio, as you mentioned, and just Claudio coming out right near us. By the way, where we were night 2. Everybody was coming out right near us. Pac right near us. Claudio right near us. Mox was a little bit underneath us, but they were right by us. One of our viewers, Jay DeFalco, got all up in Claudio's face. Oh my God, almost got himself kicked out. I couldn't believe it.
That's
Um,
hilarious.
yeah, he was wild. He said some messed up things to him.
Is that
But
on camera?
I guess we'll find out on Christmas night.
Oh shit! Not.
Um,
Oh yeah, Christmas night. Shit.
yeah, we're on night two, Danny. Keep up. So yeah, even Claudio's coming out super quick to get in the ring and like get in there and just fight. And the whole match was just moving so quick, sense of purpose, bing, bing, bang, boom, so good. And then Roddy just takes his knee pad off, a hard, just a straight up knee right to the face of Claudio and knocks him out and pulls off the upset.
Shocked.
Roddy
Shocked.
beats
And
Claudio.
and listen, like the way they were playing it up after night one, I texted Juice and I was like, I think this is what's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be totally dope. They're setting it up real well. And even going into the match, like even if you had an idea that he was gonna win, you expected a longer match. You expected a more grueling match. Roddy at one point just said, "Here's a knee. Here's a second knee. You know what? My knee pad's on. Let me take it off. Here's a third
Yep,
one." And like
it was
everyone was
awesome.
like, "Holy shit, the match is over!" Like that actually is done now. That was the shockingest part. That
Yeah.
they just did not expect that to be the finish. So it
And
was so cool.
And that's the best thing they could have done. Because for
Yep,
those of you that aren't keeping score at home, there are 7 matches on this collision. And I was like, there's not going to be enough time to get
I
all
was
seven
thinking
of
the
these matches on
same
TV.
thing because I also forgot that
So,
Okada and Bailey had to happen. So at one point when we went over all the matches, I thought that was it, and then I realized I was like, wait, Okada and Bailey still have to fight. Like, how is this going to
yep,
happen? No, that was the perfect call. Perfect call.
yeah. All right, next up, we have Pac versus Kevin Knight. I personally love this match for one reason only, is because it was a draw.
Yes,
Um, we needed a draw, and I don't think we got a draw at last year's Hammerstein. Chad, you can correct me if I'm wrong, or Danny, if you recall.
I
I don't
don't.
think any of the matches last year went the full 20.
I don't think so.
So it was really cool to actually be at a show that went the full 20 because
Yep.
that place, the last like minute, was
We were
going
on
nuclear.
fire. Everyone was just like,
Kevin
oh
Knight.
shit, 1, 2, no 1, 2. Oh, it was so
It
cool.
was awesome.
It was
So
so
great
cool.
match. Yep. Um,
But yeah, that was a
all right,
tie.
next.
So what that did was
Yep.
take both of them out of the running. So that just left.
Well, not quite.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Because what that did was it put them in a position where if Okada and Bailey go into a draw, we'd have a four-way tie for second place,
That's right.
which would have led to a fatal four-way playoff match at World's End. This is all for
Tony
Tony.
Khan did confirm that. We're not making that up. Tony Khan said that.
Yeah, I would never make anything up. What are you talking about? Next up, Mercedes Moné
Why?
with a no-show
Oh, that's what
at
we're talking
Collision.
about.
Yeah, I want to talk about it for a minute. I'm very upset. Because they did Babes of Wrath versus High End and Maya World. Babes of Wrath won. They did a promo afterwards talking about the match on Saturday versus Athena and Mercedes. And that was it. Nothing happened.
I know.
And I'm gonna be that guy. I totally understand, cards subject to change, subject to appear, blah 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 blah. But Mercedes was on all the marketing for this show and she was the only one on all the posters that wasn't there. But yeah, I'm a little hot. I'm a little upset. Even last year she showed up, cut a promo on the stage for like 30 seconds and left. So you know what? This is my call out for Tony Khan right now in 2026. I want Mercedes Moné in a match and
World
Hammerstein Ballroom.
title match
It's
next
it's not
year.
that hard. Just put her in a match in Hammerstein. I'm
Boom.
annoyed. So that sucked. I didn't like that at all. But
Main event
that's me nitpicking. That's all I got to say. If you have
next
nothing
year.
else, we can move on.
That's it. I already said it. Main event next year.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, now we go into the final 2 matches of the Continental Classic. We had Mox versus OC. This was pretty much a win and in scenario. I think even if it went to a tiebreaker, I think
They said they both
Claudio.
would
No,
be out because
no.
I believe they both lost to the two who were in front of them.
Well, no, no. I think I'm trying to think what the situation was because Claudio is out.
No, because they would be tied with
Um,
Claudio at that point, but Claudio beat both OC and Mox, so there's no reason for that to happen.
I don't know.
So
Well,
they would have
either
been out.
way,
They
we
said
don't.
they would have been out.
Yeah, well, either way, we don't need to get bogged down. It's essentially a win and in match between these two. Again, Orange Cassidy delivered. Awesome match. It was so good. I know a lot of people are not going to like this, but Jon Moxley defeated Orange Cassidy to move on to the semifinals. A lot of people surprised, myself included, a lot of people not happy. Um, I don't hate it yet. Um, we'll see how it shakes out with
No,
World's
man, that's the
End.
wrong call. I'm sorry. It's so here's why it's the wrong
I
call, and here's why I
You go,
firmly
take the
believe it's the
spoiler.
wrong call. For two
Go.
reasons. One, he's been having this history of not showing up at the big match, and this is another one recently, obviously, because that's what the storyline is. This is the big match where he should fall to another conglomeration member, to another guy he's been feuding with, to another big rival. That's the first reason. Second reason, there's 4 heels now in the final 4. You can mix it up a little bit. Because technically, Takesha's still a heel. I know. He's doing the babyface turn and everyone loves him. I get it. But he's still part of the Callis family. He's still in a heel faction. He's still technically a heel. So you have 4 heels in there. Third reason, because of the match specifically, you set it up perfectly for Mox to tap out again, to continue that storyline. The way OC was attacking the leg and stuff, I was like, this is perfect. They are doing such good storytelling. They're doing this the right way. And then boom, out of nowhere, Mox wins, and it's like, why? Like, and again, and this is what I was talking about, that catch 'em finish where it's like, it doesn't have to happen every time. He should have taken the tap out. It should have furthered that storyline, because now they're all out of World's End. The leader tapped, like, it was all set up for them on a silver platter, and I just don't know how they can make it better by having him lose to either Kyle, or if he makes it to the final, have him losing to in the final. Like, I don't know how that makes it better than losing to OC, who would be viewed as the weaker guy, and as the leader of the Death Riders, you should have beat him. So that's really, it's not because I'm a huge OC guy. It's because I really think storyline wise, that should have been the call with what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I totally get your side of it, your point
Oh,
of view
hold
here.
on. Keverlass must have loved my rank. He just gifted a sub. Thank you. He gifted 2 sub? 3? What the hell? Hold on. Keverlass just went on a tear. Holy shit. Keverlass gifting 5 subs. Merry Christmas, Sharpshooters. Thank you so much. Juicebox, Falvaton, Samurai, New to This World, Anna, you all got a sub gifted to you by Keverlass. That brings us to over 10 before the holidays. We are at 11 out of 10. Christmas miracle. Wow.
Means is now I will also be gifting 5 subs. Sorry, gifting 10 subs to match that. Um, so I won't do it tonight because it seems like everyone that's in here probably has a gifted sub now. But yeah, if
Maybe
not
we
next
save
week,
that for
I'll
the
save
new
it for the
year.
beginning.
Yeah.
I'll save it for the beginning of the new year. But awesome.
Damn.
Thank you very much, Kevin. We appreciate that. That's awesome. That's really cool.
That's cool, man.
Thank you so much.
Wow. It was that
Um,
OC rant. He agreed with everything, you know?
yeah, apparently. Um,
So what were you going to say to all that? Sorry.
no, well, clearly they're telling a different story than the one we've been kind of brewing up here on the show, and we're gonna have to let it play out and see how it goes. But yeah, as of right now, I'm okay with it, but I'm waiting to see how things kind of shake out over the next few weeks. But yeah, um,
All right. Moving
okay,
on.
last up,
Main event.
what? Yeah, we have Kazuchika Okada versus Mike Bailey. This
Oof.
is once again a win and you're in situation.
Another fire
If it
match.
is if it is a tie, as we said, it would be a fatal 4-way. Just to jump the gun because our co-host here spoiled the spoiler, but Kazuchika Okada defeats Speedball Mike Bailey.
Spoiler the
Um,
spoiler. My bad.
it's fine. Um, So yeah, Kazuchika Okada beats Mike Bailey. Bailey didn't get to be the hero and come through as some people probably thought he would. And here we are now. We have our final 4. It is Kazuchika Okada versus Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher versus Jon Moxley. That is our final 4. And on that note, I wanted to bring up very quickly. I have written down about 2 months ago on the show, you and I both predicted the Continental Classic field. and we also predicted who we thought our final four and winners would be. So now I'm just going to quickly recap it just to see how similar, which of us got it more right, or just how accurate either of us were. So, Danny, you had six names right in the field. I had five names right in the field. So you got the edge on that one. Your final four was Konosuke Takeshita versus Bobby Lashley and Kazuchika Okada versus Pac.
Oh,
And
I
then
was
in the
so close with
finals,
Pac.
you have Okada versus Takeshita, with Takeshita winning the whole thing.
Okay.
Um, so not bad, but you got two of the names
Technically
right. You
two
just
out
had
of
them in the
four,
wrong.
and in the wrong part of the field. But at least they're definitely
Yeah.
fighting each other, so that's cool.
And then for me, my final four, I had Okada versus Takeshita,
Which is dope
and
because you did
then
say specifically that you think it would happen in the semis.
and I did say also we have Eddie Kingston versus Kyle Fletcher
Ooh,
because
three out of
I
four.
have I have Okada versus Kyle Fletcher in the finals, with Fletcher winning the whole thing. Because I said he was going to do something sneaky in the Continental Classic
I
with
agree.
Okada and Takeshita kind of going like this.
I agree.
So keep your eye on Fletcher, boys.
I agree.
Something's gonna happen. It's gonna be fun.
All right, well, let's say that for 2 points from now. Let's move on to
Yeah.
ROH.
Yeah. So
And this is going to
ROH,
be you
just
more
really.
you than me, not going to lie. First night I saw the first hour, pretty good except for one match which we don't talk about cuz I didn't watch it. And then and then I didn't say for the hour after, and then the
Yeah.
second night
All
I
of this
missed the
is
first hour and didn't say for the hour after. So I didn't see really any
all of this is
ROH.
Yeah, all this is from night two because night one ROH was kind of nothing, and that's why, like I said, across the board, night two just was awesome versus night one. Um, but some things I wanted to bring up with night two were Jay Lethal teaming up with Bandito to take on the Swirl. Lethal, which was random, I was like, where's Brody King? Why are you doing Bandito versus Lethal? And of course, the reason they did is because Jay Lethal, after all this time, turned heel on Bandito and is now aligned with the Swirl. So I guess we're gonna start getting a Bandito Lethal storyline on Ring of Honor, which is cool. Um, also, Madison Rain wrestled in a tag team match, and I like Madison Rain for what it's worth, but she did not look good in there at all. Like
Yeah,
it
you
was,
said
it
that.
was,
That's really sad.
it was rough. And as she was wrestling, I said to my brother and Kev last with me, I was like, it might be time, it might be time for her to wrap it up, like, and call it. She's not looking that great. And then the match ends, and then Purrazzo gives her like a long hug in the middle of the ring. Everyone starts clapping and standing up. Diana gets out of the ring. Madison stays in the ring by herself, looking around, crying, going like this, hugging the referees. And I'm staring there and going, "Oh shit! Did I just manifest Madison Rain retiring like in real time?" Because like it got bad. So I don't know.
She's like,
She's either
I hear my one of my greatest fans say I gotta hang it up. It's time.
done or very close to being done. Um, but I mean, yeah. Listen, she's had a full career, but it was rough. There were so many other things to manifest at that show. Very true. Um, but yeah, and then unless I'm missing anything else from Ring of Honor that chat can let me know. The only other thing I wanted to bring up was the last match. If you if you can find a way to either get Honor Club for a week or a month or whatever the
No,
cost
they
is.
where I watch the other shows, they have ROH on there. I can probably watch it on there.
So if it's not this week's episode, it'll be next week's episode.
The
They
Christmas main
did
event.
I don't know if it's gonna. They aired it though. They taped it on night two, so I don't know if they're gonna take it from night two and put it on this week's. I don't know. Either way, it'll be in the next 2 weeks. It was the Outrunners and Dalton Castle versus MXM Collection and Johnny TV in a fight without honor. And this match was amazing. I'm not gonna give you the point by point breakdown, but it was the fun. Maybe after like a weekend of like serious, no interference, one-on-ones, like straight up wrestling matches, this was just the proper medicine because like it was just a six-man tag with Taya out there, and like everyone was the boys were out there being so stupid, so silly, doing all this crazy shit with like Christmas weapons and themed things. It was awesome. It's definitely my top five for matches of the weekend. I
That's
loved it.
awesome.
What a way to go home. But yeah, I want to tell you every single thing that happened, but I think it'd be so much more fun if you just like
I'm not gonna lie, I
watched
am
it.
gonna watch it because even when you said it last night and you were telling me stuff, I was like, oh, that does sound like a fun, like a fun. Honestly, when WWE was good, they used to do those kind of fun matches for like SmackDown for Christmases and Thanksgivings and stuff. So like something like that, I'd love to watch again.
It's so good. But yeah, honestly, overall, a very fun weekend. Night two was amazing. Night one was
Agreed.
okay. It
I'm
was
not.
not bad by
I
any
am so
means.
happy I went to night two. I almost couldn't make it to night two, and then I was able to get tickets
Yeah.
at the last second and stuff, and totally worth it because, like I said, night one was great. That OC Takeshita match, I still think is my favorite match of the weekend. But as overall, night two blew it out of the water. Night two was so great.
So
And
good.
just exciting. Every match was just exciting to watch, and every match was
Yeah,
exciting to
everything had
like
every
go with.
besides the Takeshita match versus Dorada, every match had a purpose and stakes.
Yeah,
Everything.
and even that
So
Takeshi Dorada match
awesome.
was a good match.
It
It
was,
just
but it didn't mean
didn't mean
anything. So I
anything.
don't
Yeah,
really
so it
care.
wasn't like anything crazy. All right, I'm going to
So
take off. Last one standing because our
yep.
last point is predictions, which we're going to do live right now. And we have, how much
Yes.
time do we have before the break? 12 minutes. So that's plenty of time, I
We'll get it
think.
done.
Yeah.
We'll
Let
be
me
off. We'll
just
be off at 9
let me
and
just
8.
pull this up. One
So definitely watch though.
second.
Watch Dynamite and Collision
I
still, even
agree.
though we gave
I
you a
think it was
breakdown.
well worth it. It was a really good show, especially if you've been into the
And
classic. I'm not gonna
honestly,
lie, the Babes of Wrath match, I don't know who the hell those other two are because I don't watch. I believe they're from ROH, but there was a good match. Like it was a fun match. It just like nothing that I cared about, but it was still a good match to watch. Okay,
yeah. All right.
so we got the predictions up. First up, we're going to handle the Continental Classic. We have Takeshita versus Okada in the first semifinal. So are you going to stick with your original pick of Okada, or are you switching to Takeshita?
Uh, I am going to stick with Okada.
I I kind of agree. I think with the way everything's playing out, the only way you can truly get that face turn is if he falls short and kind of gets kicked out of the Chaos family and all that. And this is the first step to it with him losing to Okada and not winning. So I agree. I think it's going to be Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
this next one now is interesting because like the thought of Moxley winning, it's like okay, like do you run back Mox and Takeshita, Mox and Okada? I don't. I mean, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm
Uh,
sticking with Kyle Fletcher.
and again, that's why I'm going to stick with my rank because I agree with you. I think it's going to be Fletcher, and that's why I don't understand why Moxley's in this match. I think whatever. Moving on. So that means
Yeah,
we
for
both.
what it's worth, while I am sticking to my guns, I do think him being in there for a reason, though. I don't know, man. Like, I would not be surprised if Mox won the whole damn thing.
And that's gonna piss me off if he wins the whole damn thing.
Because he sticks out too much at this point. Like,
What was the point of doing everything they've been doing for the past? Like not that it erases it because it still gave Kyle O'Reilly his huge moment and stuff, but like it kind of makes it a little lesser if it's not the start of Mox's like kind of downfall. Like everything Darby did, everything O'Reilly is doing, like that's supposed to be taking away everything away from Mox, and now he just kind of start regain. I don't like it.
yeah. And well,
Uh,
and one last thing I'll throw in there just to add for some context. On Ring of Honor, I don't know if they taped it on Sunday night, but I don't know if they taped it to air this week or after World's End. But they had a tag match where Garcia and Yuta wrestled two jobbers, and Mox came out with them, and he seemed pretty like nonchalant and cool and fine. So like, if you're airing that match after World's End,
yeah, I don't know.
so that's a huge. I don't know. That might have been a huge tell right there. So
Ugh.
either way, I'm sticking with Fletcher.
I'm gonna be upset. All right, that leaves us both with Okada versus Fletcher in the finals. Are you
Yeah,
sticking with your original pick of Fletcher?
I have to.
And I agree. I think Fletcher. I don't think Okada comes out of this winning. I think the whole point is Okada beats Takeshita, and like once he beats Takeshita, he kind of takes his eye off the ball a little bit. So I think Fletcher takes advantage of that. Next up, we got our surprise match of this weekend: Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd. How do you think this is going?
Give me Darby. I don't want to hear it.
You
I swear
don't
to
want to
God,
hear it at
Keith,
all.
I don't want
There's
to hear it.
no doubt in your mind, no interference, nothing like that. That Gabe Kidd is walking out with a loss.
I just, I, no, I refuse.
I mean,
Refuse.
my only thing is I don't know if Gabe Kidd's had a singles win, like a big singles win in AEW that I can think of. So like, if there's a point to it, this might be it. But I don't know. Darby's when you do a comeback, you usually have the guy win. I think Darby wins,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised if Gabe Kidd won.
All right.
Chicago Street Fight. You have AEW for the AEW tag team titles. You have the champions FTR versus the Bang Bang Gang. Who's walking out with the titles?
It'd be fun to pick Bang Bang Gang, but I'm going with FTR. The only reason I'm iffy is because you could, I don't know how they are health wise, but this could be a spot to bring back Jay White or the other gun. But I'm gonna stick with FTR. I think it's too. You could do it, but I think it's too soon after all this time. Plus, this could also be a cope spot.
Ooh, I didn't even think about the coach spot, but yes, this could be the coach spot. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I think FTR. They just won the belts. I just think it's too soon for them to lose it. You know,
Yeah.
and as much as I've enjoyed the Bang Bang Gang and I would love for them to win it, I think the tag team really is the Guns, and they're just kind of waiting for Colton to come back. So,
Oh, sure. Sure.
yeah. All right, next
All right.
up, another title match. We have the AEW Women's World Title, Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter. I think Statlander is going to retain. There's really been nothing I saw in promos or anything that is making me say Hayter's going to win it. And I think this is just another good match that Stat needs for her reign. She's had a good reign so far, and I think this is a kind of match that continues it and like gives her a solid one.
I do agree. I hate to keep using the logic of like she just won it, it shouldn't be this quick. But like that being said, like Hater needs it too. Like Hater really needs a bounce back. I'm sticking with that, but
Oh,
like I wouldn't hate it if Hater won, just
ah,
if it elevated Hater a little bit. But yeah, Stat's probably gonna retain.
I think that's the same thing sentiment for the Bang Bang Gang. Like I don't mind if they win it, and it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be a bad booking decision. I just don't see it happening with the way they've been storytelling Statlander's rise and her reign
Yeah.
so far. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't agree with that though. I think FTR needs to win. I wouldn't be happy if Juice and Gunn won.
really okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it.
And last so far, so very interesting. Only an 8-match card so far. Usually they have like
Yeah.
13. So we'll
Well,
see
that's
if
why you need to watch Dynamite and Collision because they're going to
yes,
announce more. I'm sure that was
exactly.
pre-taped and we don't know about.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see what new matches get added on. But for now, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the AEW World Title: Samoa Joe, the champion, versus MJF, Swerve Strickland, and Adam Page. This is where I think our little logic of because you just won the belt, you're going to retain it goes out the window. Because I think I'm going to pick MJF.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think it's Swerve or Page, and I'm between Joe and MJF. And obviously, as we talked about earlier, we now know whoever wins this will be defending it against Bandito. Merry Christmas to you as well, Freebird. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate you. Thank you very much for checking in. We talked a lot of AEW tonight because we were at the wrestling show if you just joined up. But you should watch AEW on HBO Max. I think you'd have a good time. But yes, between Samoa Joe and MJF, and whoever wins is going to be facing Bandito. So then you think of Samoa Joe, Bandito, MJF, Bandito. Either one could work. Um, I'm gonna stick with Joe for now, but I might end up changing it between now and Saturday.
I agree. I
I'll go
think
with
this is
Joe.
the one match, even though the Continental Classic can also maybe, but I think this is the one match where I'm really really iffy. All the other ones I feel pretty confident in with logic and storytelling and everything, but this is the one where I'm just not sure where they. And who knows? They can really throw a swerve ball and give us Strickland or Page. So like, but
Purple.
a, a swerve Page. But I think it's gonna be either Joe or MJF, and yeah, we'll see.
Because something I just thought of, something they could do. I mean, like if you really want to do the turn early at World's End before the match with Mox, like or during the match, because like they've made the rule, I think, where like if you interfere during a Continental Classic match, you get like suspended or something. They could have like everyone beat the hell out of him before a match or during a match and get get the Death Riders off TV for like a month or two to suspend them. I don't think they go there. I'm just thinking out loud. Um, for a big moment like that, I don't think you rush it. I don't think any turn happens this weekend with the Death Riders or Mox. Um, but yeah, and I don't think Mox should climb the mountain and win the whole damn thing at this
I
point.
don't think
If
so
you
either.
draw your sympathy for him, so yeah, I think we got it though. I think this is what's gonna happen.
Again, the only other one I am gonna reconsider, and I gotta see if there's any backstage stuff that they show that they didn't show us, is Darby and Gabe Kidd, just because we don't know about outside interference, we don't know about Death Riders helping out. Most likely not. Most likely it won't matter. Conglomeration might come out and help out like they did with Roddy, but yeah, that's the only one that I might possibly consider besides changing the MJF one. But everything else I think is
Yes.
pretty good.
All right. Well, there you go. We will make our rest of our picks offline as they come in throughout the week, and next week we will probably yeah. I guess we'll
I
be
think
on
we're
next
doing
week,
both
and
shows next week, right?
yeah, we'll
We talked
report
about it.
back and let you
Yeah.
guys see how we do. Yeah.
So yeah.
Um.
So please have a safe and happy Christmas. We will see you before New Year, so we won't wish you that yet. But safe travels if you're traveling. Have fun with your loved ones if you're with them. If you don't want to be with them, have fun with yourself. Just have a great week. Whoa.
There you go.
Hello. All right. And
All right.
again, Keverlast, Harley, thank you guys so much. You made our personal Christmases. I can speak on behalf of the Sharpshooters. You definitely made
That's
our
awesome.
year. Appreciate a great ending to a great year. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you all. Peace out. A-Town down.
What?
Merry
No.
Christmas. Yes.
We love you too,
He's
Harley.
back. He's back.